Andrew McGahan here, Cage Warriors 55 in Dublin. I'm standing alongside Chris Fields. Chris, majority draw. A lot of the fans not too pleased with that result. What do you think?
I think had I lost every round and not got the decision, they wouldn't have been pleased with it anyway. I thought I won the fight. I thought I won it, or it would have, if they were doing anything, they would have given him a draw. But then there was a point taken because he held the cage like 4 times when I was trying to take him down. So I thought I clearly won it then with that. But that's the game. You know what I mean? What can I do? I'm very unhappy. I really wanted to prove a point tonight. I went off a loss. I wanted to go out and he's a good opponent. I wanted to get the nod against him, but what are you going to do? And the other bad thing is I've never been to a decision, never wanted to go to a decision, but there you go.
He got deducted a point in the first for 2 incidents of grabbing the cage, but he did it about 3 or 4 more times throughout the fight and nothing happened. Do you think that's down to the referee, that he has to keep punishing?
It is, but I'm not, it's very easy to jump on the bandwagon and start abusing the refs. Look, they have a tough job to do. I'm unhappy with the decision. About 1,500 people out there are unhappy with the decision. I know you can't say, but I'm sure you gave it to me as well. But I don't know, Barry Oglesby must be smoking crack or something, because I don't know how he saw that a draw. How do you lie on top of a guy getting beat up? You know what I mean? And then after the fight, the guy has to get carried out of the cage and he's lying outside. It's a fight, man. You know what I mean? Like, if that was in a schoolyard, who won that? Like, he's lying there, I'm walking off, I'm talking to you guys, I'm happy, I'm not even breathing heavy anymore.
Do you think it's a case of how people think MMA should be judged versus how it actually is judged? Because you had a Kimura locked in, you were hitting elbows, you were hitting punches all off your back. I thought we were going to see the first ever up kick knockout in Ireland there. You really, really rocked him. Do you think it needs to be changed, or is this something that you're going to learn from and know never to leave it like that again?
I shouldn't have been getting taken down the way I was. I'd worked a lot on my strike and I was probably being a little bit over aggressive, and I was backing off, throwing shots, and my back would hit the cage. One thing I take a little bit of pleasure from is that he's known as a striker. He never wrestles in fights, so obviously he wasn't liking what was happening, and he was diving for takedowns because I was winning the stand-up. I've worked hard on my stand-up the last while with my boxing coach Edward Hyland, so I was happy to let that go, and then nearly landed a spinning kick at the end that rocked him a bit, but that's how it goes.
You told us the last time on New Year's Eve, Chris, that you felt your entrance music completely drained you and the moment got to you. And I have to say, I'm very disappointed you moved away from Jailbreak. You took the boys are back in town tonight. Did you notice when you stepped?
I felt different tonight. I was there. That was the best Chris Fields there has been. As I said, I made a couple of mistakes, but like, everything was a lot sharper. He was on top of getting beat up. You know what I mean? He was getting the takedowns. That's something I'm gonna have to work on. That's the last 2 fights I've been getting taken down. I'm a pretty tall guy. It's pretty handy to get underneath me. I do have the best guys around doing it to me day in day out, Cottle Pendra and stuff. But I was getting caught there, and that shouldn't have happened. And that's probably why he managed to scrape a draw out of it.
And finally, Chris, do you think that a draw, but amongst a lot of controversy, will look favourably on you when you're being matched for your next fight? It's not like, oh, Chris drew, so we're going to give him a lower ranked guy. You looked the best you've ever looked tonight, so obviously you're going to need a stronger guy in the next fight.
Yeah, I always want to be fighting the best guys. I wouldn't mind having another knock with Norman. I don't think he's going to want to do it after that. But if he wants to go again, let's do it. I'd do it right now. Like, I can go now, go get him and see what he says. I bet you it'd be that's all you're going to get out of him, and he's hobbling around the place. I can smack my legs, they're fine. He kicks like a bitch, so let's do it.
Chris, probably the most fueled interview I've ever done with you here, and it was a shame you didn't get the win tonight, but we really look forward to your next fight.
It was a pleasure
really
to do stuff with you guys. I really appreciate it, lads. Thanks a lot.